Hello, everybody. It is Lori Key, the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I help to establish the community one house at a time. Thank you for joining me. We have something really interesting to talk about today because we've had some major changes in the Los Angeles short-term rental world. So I want to make sure that I discuss these with you because a lot of people use their homes for Airbnb. They make great rental income, but they have had some major changes on what is going on with that. So I am just looking real quick to see if I am live. I do not see that I am live on Periscope, which is very interesting. Okay, well, we're going to continue to go ahead anyway, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about what is going on in the short-term rental world. And please forgive me because I am going to be looking down at my paper today because this is a lot of information. Now, if you are Airbnb, are you thinking about Airbnb? I have all of this in a free report. You can find that up here in the corner. You can download that free report and it will cover everything that I'm talking about right now. Hey, Terry, good to see you, my love. And so this is really good information and it may affect your pocket. So you really need to pay close attention. New home sharing regulations are in place for the city of Los Angeles, and it's changing the way people use Airbnb and other short-term rental homes. Starting July 1st in 2009, your hosts, the owners, have to register and pay an $89 fee to the city. Now, hosts can only register one property with the city at a time, and the property must be your primary residence, and you have to have lived there at least 6 months out of the year. Rentals are limited to a 120-day cap and rent stabilized units, so rent control is not allowed to be used for short-term rental. So let's go over some very key facts because there's money involved here and there's compliance that you're going to have to get involved with as well, and the enforcement of these rules will be starting November the 1st of this year, 2019. Okay, so pay close attention. Don't worry about taking notes. You can download the free report. Number one, hosts must register with the city planning department and pay an $89 fee. And according to the city's planning department, enforcement will begin November 1st, 2019. Two, only the host's primary residence can be rented out, and that's defined as a place where the host lives for at least 6 months to a year per year. Okay. 3, renters can't home share without prior written approval from the landlords. So guys, here's what some things have been happening. Renters would get into a house, then they would rent a 2-bedroom or whatever, or a one somewhere where somebody can come and crash, and they would rent it out on Airbnb without the landlord knowing. So now landlords are also safeguarded against that. Number 4, rent controlled units are not eligible for home sharing even if you own the property. Number 5, hosts may not register or operate more than one home sharing rental unit at a time. So if you have 4 or 5 different properties, you cannot rent out 4 or 5 different properties. You're limited to one. Hosts cannot home share for more than 120 days in the calendar year unless they have registered with the city for extended home sharing. Now, guys, that's going to be more money, right? So you need to really pay attention to that because if you don't, they are not going to be playing around, and you know how it is when you have fees coming along, right? Number 7, extended home sharing options are limited. If you are going to use the extended home sharing, you have to get approval from the city, and that is going to be an additional $850 fee in order to make that an extended rental. Okay, to qualify, you must be registered with the city for at least 6 months or have at least rented your unit 60 days. Hosts who have received a citation in the past 3 years are going to be disqualified unless they pay a $5,660 fee for your case to be reviewed. Now that's pretty big, guys. It's pretty big. Now that's a lot of money that I just told you that you're going to have to pay out. Number 8, non-residential buildings such as temporary structures, cars in your driveway. Y'all, LA can get pretty crazy. People were renting out cars as Airbnb for people who wanted to do it. So that's no longer allowed. You cannot rent out storage sheds. You cannot rent out trailers. You cannot rent out tents. All of this is now prohibited. Number 9, hosts/owners are responsible for sharing and providing a code of conduct to all guests within the rural area. And that means that includes amplified sound, so no loud music, things like that, and evening outdoor congregations. So you see, these regulations are definitely going to be changing the way people are Airbnb. Not everybody's happy about these rules. In fact, there is the California Coastal Commission who is going to move forward with a lawsuit because it says that property owners are being limited, and that is going to violate the Coastal Act, and they plan on taking the city to court. Now, here's an interesting fact about LA. In 2018, the city announced that it had welcomed a record-breaking number of tourists last year, with 50 million people visiting Los Angeles in 2018. All this is going to be extremely interesting because we do have the Olympics coming in just a few years. So all those who are living in the city who thought they were going to purchase properties to Airbnb them out or short-term rental them out now are going to have to really pay attention to what these ordinances and these rules are, because you may just have been shot in the foot. So in order to learn all of this stuff, I know it's a lot. Please make sure you download my free report. It goes over everything that we just talked about, and it gives you the website on where you can definitely go and register your property. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that helped you. I hope that this has put some ammo in your pocket, because this is a hot one, and we are definitely going to be following what is going on with this. I am Laura Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California, and I help to establish the community one house at a time. I wish you nothing but love, light, and blessings. Why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? Bye, guys. Sugar.